The reason why we typically decide to form relationships with narcissists is if we are somebody who is overly empathetic or someone who has a really big heart. Narcissists typically appear in our life experience to teach us how to, number one, love ourselves, number two, boundaries, number three, self-love. So put ourselves first. Oftentimes, someone will incarnate with a narcissist type parent, and that is their first example of love and protection, depending if it's their mom or their dad, and if their mom or their dad is in the masculine or feminine role. As a baby, we want unconditional love. That is what we seek, and we seek protection and safety. And so if our main caregiver is narcissistic, which is a person who has an inflated opinion about themselves and who, how do I define a narcissist? They're wounded themselves, and they have their own protection mechanisms that they have created, and that often involves putting themselves first to a very extreme degree and twisting reality, twisting things to sort of satisfy only themselves. Narcissists, it is a disorder. A lot of times narcissists will not heal because they don't have the ability to do so, but they are trying to basically take the energy from others. They like the reflection that they get from somebody who is devoted to them, from someone who loves them unconditionally, from someone who, puts them first, and they are using this external world to satisfy their ego and to satisfy their like need for control and power. So narcissists aren't bad people. They are, right? But they're wounded people, and they deep down they are very insecure. And so really a narcissist and an empath is a perfect mirror, because one sees, like they just want to love the other person and they just want to pour their love into them. And that's how they get their inner satisfaction, is from giving love to someone else and seeing that other person light up from the love that they're giving. Empaths typically, they might not realize it, but sometimes they can actually be a little bit manipulative because they're morphing themselves to be what they think the other person wants. And when they do so, they are not being true and authentic to themselves. Whereas narcissists, they